Welcome back to the Urban Ranch version 2.0. One of the most critical aspects of any home renovation is the roof structure. In this video we'll show you some interesting perspectives of the work being done on the Urban Ranch. But first, we'll begin by showing the roof from the inside. So it's really loud, but the new sheathing is going on today, and that's why you can see all this. So you can see this is the original roof without sheathing, or I should say the new sheathing is getting ready to be installed, and we'll show you that from outside as well. You can see the third floor has now been framed in roughly. A lot going on today at the Urban Ranch version 2.0. You'll see in this shot here, the original roof structure was a series of wood planks. Those we believe to be, and have no reason to doubt, that those are the original wood planks from when the house was built in 1913. Back then, the house would have had a authentic original slate roof. We believe some point in time that slate roof was then removed and replaced with an asphalt shingle roof, as is very common in the German village community. We had the option of replacing that asphalt shingle roof with a new shingle slate roof, but as we'll talk about in future episodes, we've chosen not to do that. Instead, we're going to go with a synthetic slate material. But before we get to the top coat, if you will, we're going to talk through kind of the structure of the roof and what you're watching being completed here. On top of those original wood planks, we're laying down 3/4 plywood. That's not OSB, it is a 3/4 inch full plywood sheets, and that was spec'd by Gary Mays, our building envelope engineer. As he reports seeing roofs fail when the OSB is used. The nails tend to pull through an OSB board much easier than they would a traditional plywood. Plywood tends to be a little bit heavier and a little bit more expensive than the OSB, but if Gary recommends it, we tend to stick with it. So you can see there's no less than 10 gentlemen on top of this roof. They work at remarkable pace. Started at about 7:30 in the morning on this day. Removed the asphalt shingle roof, the tar paper underneath, and had all that completed by I think about 9:30 in the morning. And then they began re-sheathing the roof with the plywood. Now on top of that plywood, a typical application would then be to place a ice and water guard shield. Those ice and water guard shields typically come in rolls at about 3.5, I think maybe 4 feet long. Most homes will just put that ice and water guard shield just around the perimeter base of the roof, although if you've ever had a friend or you yourself has dealt with ice damming on a roof, you'll know that 4 feet is certainly not enough. And so, per Gary May's recommendation, again, we have elected to coat the entire roof in the ice water guard shield. You can see here in just a little sped up portion of the video there, they tried to make it look like these guys move at breathtaking speed like the B7 guys. Not quite that quick, and certainly we don't want them to move too quick being up on top of this roof structure. I want to make sure that everybody's safe. You can see, fortunately, that everybody is tethered down. You can see the various ropes and that provide that safety. Now, over top of that ice and water guard shield will then go a synthetic felt material, and then lastly will be a synthetic slate material, which again we'll show in a future video. Another interesting aspect to the roof structure is you can see the new dormer right in front of us. You can see actually the guys use that kind of as a working surface during the course of the day. The pitch of that dormer roof is not great enough to allow water to shed off of a asphalt shingle or even the synthetic slate. There's just not enough pitch to it. So the actual finished roof that goes over top of that dormer aspect there will actually be a flat-seamed copper roof. So it should be interesting to see that installed, and we hope to certainly get drone footage of that being installed. You can see from this view the not only the home but the little garage on the property. That is a historic structure that we will maintain. You can also see our two big trees. We have a linden tree and a pear tree in the property. And also in this shot, and what you saw just a few seconds ago, was Frank Fetch Park. And again, that's the beautiful park that sits right behind our house, and park that Crystal and I love dearly. It's actually where we got engaged, and we have taken the liberty to make a lot of the home centered on Frank Fetch Park across the alley there, to really draw your view from inside the home to the beauty of the park. Again, you can see here the 5 chimneys on in the home. All of those will require some tuck pointing, and then they'll have new chimney caps put over top to make sure no birds or squirrels go down any of the flues. You can see remarkably that all of this work was actually completed in one day. These guys got not only the old roof off, the new sheathing, ice water guard, and synthetic felt all placed on in one day's work. Although if you have 10 guys working, you can get a lot done. So pretty interesting. We got more to come, and hope you're enjoying Urban Ranch version 2.0.